Hey, how's it going? It's been a while. I'm in a new place. I moved recently. Well, not recently. It's been a while. I moved. It's been a while since I've uploaded in a while. Um, yeah, I'm gonna try to do more content. That'll be fun. I hope. I saw Blade Runner. That's a pretty amazing movie. That's what I'm reviewing today. You obviously know that because you clicked on the video. You probably didn't, but hey, if you're the one person who watches my videos, thanks, boo. So let's get straight into this. This movie, Blade Runner, is directed by Ridley Scott. He's directed Alien franchise. He directed the first Alien movie. I think he did Prometheus and then the newest Alien movie. Gotta watch those movies. And then he also directed Gladiator. He directed many great films. And it stars, what's his name? Harrison Ford. I'm Harrison Ford. I love Harrison Ford. He's great. Han Solo. But actually, I'd heard of this movie. So, I heard it's really good. And I heard the big thing is like, by the way, spoilers. I'll do non-spoilers. I heard like the big debate on this big plot point in the movie. And it had a little spoil for me, but I just kind of went into the movie fairly blind. I knew kind of what it was about, but overall, I was blind. Now, one thing I wanted to get off the bat before I get into the summary, this is not much of an action movie. It has like a really amazing action scene. Well, sequence is more of. But, other than that, it's more of a crime, mystery, drama, thriller, sci-fi, cyberpunk. It actually created cyberpunk. This is the film that created cyberpunk, an amazing genre of film, role-playing games, of media. So, what is this movie about? Blade Runner follows Harrison Ford's character, and he is a Blade Runner. In this society, takes place in 2019, actually 2 years from when this is being recorded. It takes place in 2019 Los Angeles, and people there are kind of like, there's basically some people called replicants, and they're not human beings. They are androids, aliens. They're created by other humans, and they have been outlawed on Earth because of these replicants are trying to become autonomous and become their own people. But humans don't like that. And so they are now illegal on Earth. It's referenced on other places, which is it doesn't get much screen time, actually any screen time at all. But there's other planets that replicants are allowed to be. I mean, they're sex slaves or just like laborers, or they're slaves. They are slaves. And when a group of 6 replicants get loose, it's up to Harrison Ford, who plays Deckard, to basically come back. He's kind of out of the force, but he has to come back and just try to find and kill all of these replicants because they're not supposed to be on Earth. And what ends up happening is this crawling crime drama thriller. It's very slow burn. It's very slow pacing. It's masterful, though. It's maybe one of the greatest films I've ever seen. I mean, just from a technical standpoint, Ridley Scott is just a genius with his direction, his cinematography. Oh, the cinematography is just breathtaking. Watch the final cut. That's what I watched. It's perfection. There's various different cuts of the movie. There's the original theatrical. There's the director's cut, and then there's the final cut. I'm not going to go into the differences because I would go into spoilers, but the final cut is what you need to watch. And let me get into the next point of acting. This is maybe my favorite Harrison Ford performance. He's really great in The Fugitive, and he's really great as Han Solo. But personally, I think he's just so nuanced. And once again, there's that big thing I cannot talk about because of spoilers. But when you find out, like, when you think about, like, is this spoiler legit? And it's like, it's just mind-blowing of how intricately woven together his performances with the story and this thing. I can't. It's hard to talk about this movie without mentioning this thing. Let's get into cinematography, which is fantastic. This is maybe the greatest shot film I've ever seen. I mean, Revenant had some great shots. La La Land, that movie's so well shot. Baby Driver, but there's all the action scenes are in frame. At least it feels like they're all in frame. Um, um, it should. There's a great mix of. That was a text message I got. There's a great mix of these super long takes. These shots are like 20 seconds longer than they need to be sometimes, and it's just amazing how like they're showing off the world and how the production design is immaculate. Sorry, it's just fantastic and quite breathtaking. If you ask me, I'm not sure if it did, but it should have won a production design Oscar. Music, the score is amazing. It's beautiful. I mean, the final scene when this is happening, and this guy's talking at the end of the film, you know what I'm talking about if you've seen the movie. It's just like his music, the music mixed with his speech is just, it's beautiful. It's legitimately beautiful. It's also, Ridley Scott is a master director in my opinion. I'm sure he's made bad movies. I've heard he's made bad movies. I've never seen any of his bad movies. But Ridley Scott just directed the heck out of this movie. And yeah, this movie's okay. So this is where this movie kind of could. On my next thing, this is where it could be its downfall for some people. For me, it didn't bother me. But for some, it's slow. It's well paced, but it's also very slow. If that makes sense. Ridley Scott does this thing where it's like, we're not gonna give you a bunch of action scenes. We're gonna give you like a noir thriller, like sci-fi. It's insane. There's so many genres. There's so many genres. And if you like these slow burn noir mysteries, then you're gonna love this film. But if you are more of if you thought that Transformers Last Night was a masterpiece, then you might not like this movie. I'm just gonna put that out there. Target audience I think is more, if you're a diehard sci-fi fan, you're gonna love this film. If you just love film, you're gonna love this film. But like I said, if you go to movies to be entertained, to laugh, and to just have a super fun time, while this movie is fun for some people, it's not fun for a general audience. That's why it was a flop at the box office and has such a big cult following. Its target audience is mainly for film nerds and for sci-fi people, and I just think this scene alone, it makes the film, especially the final action scene. So in wrapping up, I'm going to basically just say, see this movie if you like film, if you love film, see this film. I also just think it's beautiful, it's breathtaking. There's very few flaws with it, and even the few flaws I do find with it, there's a very uncomfortable scene with Harrison Ford and the love interest, and that scene is super uncomfortable. You know what I mean if you've seen the movie. But I just feel that the film, the good things outweigh the bad things, and that's why I'm going to give this movie an A+. It's just perfection. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review of Blade Runner. I'm going to try to see Blade Runner 2049 this weekend. If I don't, I'll probably end up trying to see it next weekend. I'm going to try to see some extra movies, get a couple more reviews out there for you. I can't do anything this weekend, but next weekend I'm going to try to push the reviews. I'll probably do 1 or 2 covers. If you have any suggestions of covers you want me to do or movies you want me to try to see, leave down in the comments below. But I think that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.